dad dating?
What?
There's always time for dad dating.
It looks real good. It looks real good. I'm actually
also known as date half the Overwatch cast by proxy.
Wait, what? What?
Oh my god! Hang on a second. Where the fuck is it? Let me just.
In short terms, the Game Grumps decided, hey, we play video games for a living. Why don't we try to make one? And so they're like, we're gonna announce a video game. Get ready for it on Sunday. And everyone's like, what kind of game do you think they made? What did they make? Turns out it's a dating sim, and all the characters are single dads.
All right.
That's
It looks really good, actually.
Okay.
Available July 13th. Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator.
I will give this game.
It is filled with dad jokes.
I will give this game massive props for at least one thing, in that one of the locations is Godspeed You Black Coffee. I just hear silent rage from the other two. What is this shit?
Oh my god, my natural dad instincts kicks in. I must brag about my child's accomplishments.
Create your own dad Sona.
Yeah. Holy shit. Looking good, daddy.
Wait, is it a game where you both play a dad and are dating dads?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't
hunting dads. So you may form Dad Squared.
You play as a dad, and your goal is to meet and romance other hot dads.
Okay.
Are you ready? Hi, ready. I'm Dad.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Who will you romance? Lucio? Soldier 76?
Shut up! They're completely different characters. I'd go for the Reaper Dad.
Of course, Gabriel, all the way.
Of course, right.
Oh, is that the joke that they're all thinly veiled?
No, it's just people
I
have
think
made those connections on the internet.
I was gonna say, like, the cuddly guy on the far right could be like Roadhog if he had like a Mormon upbringing or something. Mormhog. I'll just be quiet now and drink.
Time to game.
I'm gonna start this game.
All right.
So, we start here with all of you entering the arena.
Is there cheer?
There is much cheer.
Hell yeah.
Kella DeFame is just like, after her initial announcements, and coming from the north, we have newcomers to this particular sport, Team Arum. Yet another team of Tenno, so it should be really good. Especially given who they're up against. Everyone, let's have it for the wall. And the song in this video begins to play.
Oh, the wall song.
No.
Got it. It's just a huge meme, isn't it?
It starts on.
I mean,
it starts on 30 seconds.
Whole life is just a meme.
Hang on a second. Are you saying we didn't get intro music?
What kind of intro music did you have?
I have it. I'll get you the link in 30 seconds.
All right.
Quickly counting down, trying to find it. Where are you? Son of a bitch, Google Drive. You're so slow. What is going on?
I really wish I knew what this song was.
Here we go. Why am I even doing that? I can just do this. Oh, fuck you. Can't type. Oh, no, hang on. Whoop. That's the one. This should probably trigger PTSD flashbacks for anyone who's played a certain game. There we go.
All right, let's see this. Oh, damn.
This is also my intro theme if I ever get to play Worldwide Wrestling.
Holy shit, that's awesome. I love it. Yeah. So, is there any like pyrotechnics or anything like crazy shit for your intro?
Oh, we'll hash that out in the next round if we get that far.
All right.
Right now, it was just frantically finding a mixer. I'm like, fuck, shit, where is it? Where is it?
The wall bursts in from a set of closed doors, destroying them in the process. As his music plays, holding up a shield in each hand, as the crowd goes wild and massive sparklers ignite on all sides of him.
Fucking human Catherine wheel.
Hey, I found it, by the way, if you were curious.
Yeah?
Yes, this song is actually Mark Henry's theme song. Mark Henry being an American powerlifter, Olympic weightlifter, strongman, and professional wrestler who's currently signed to WWE on the Raw brand.
Oh my
Holy
god,
shit.
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. So
the song you're looking for is Mark Henry's theme song.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'd imagine with the way the wall's been acting, he's probably got Kurt Angle's intro theme, but
So yeah, he does a few like walk arounds to hype the crowd up, and then plants both shields on the ground, releases one to point at you guys, and then gives a thumbs down.
I'm really tempted to have Kirei just like toss a kunai at him while he's dropped his shields, but
You can.
bro, don't be a dick.
I'll basically say like it'll just be a narrative thing.
no, she will probably do it. I just imagine she starts to move and then Yanta's just like, no. Do not do this.
All right, and now that we have our contenders, let the match begin. And I want everyone's brains out think in the chat.
Brains out think, you say.
Oh, also, as a note, the way the arena is set up, the traps in the arena are various like spiked traps and buzzsaws and the like surrounding all sides of the arena, essentially making the edges of the arena a death zone.
So this is basically the wall's like best possible pitch, because you can just bounce people into that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Also, Manda, did you genuinely just roll 5 as your best?
No, bring
That's
up
my
think is
brain's-
just your
that's-
score.
Just what
I
it
don't
is
know how to roll.
The
together.
grand total, of course. Sorry, no. I mean, you rolled pretty bad. You were rolling pretty badly last time.
That's true.
Everyone was kind of garbage last
No,
time.
in this game where sets are what determines fucking successes or not, I rolled 5.
All right. So, the wall is first. He is going to he is going to. I believe it was Yanto was the one that
I did talk all that shit, yes.
that talked the most shit. So he points at Yanto and then points behind him.
Wait, what?
He points at Yanto and then points behind Yanto.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that points behind himself.
No,
Get behind me.
Takes his shield, lowers himself, and charges.
So what you're telling me is the ball may not have the highest brains plus outthink.
He's going after the dude who is as close to an immovable object. That's good. That's good.
What I'm saying is that if anything would be his brains, I'll think it would be the 2D location.
I cannot possibly declare before him.
If you had one in brains, or one outthink and your brains were shocked out, then you would declare before him. So yeah, MT, what you gonna do?
Really? Do I have to be the one to make the first move?
He's making the first move. He is going to charge Yanto into the arena.
Oh, okay. So if he is moving in one direction, I am going to do my best to shoulder check him and push him into another direction. But by shoulder check, I mean like I'm trying to ram a door down.
Okay, so are you trying to defend Yanto or
It would be defending Yanto by pushing the wall off course.
Sure. Yeah, you can roll someone for defense. I assume it'll be your main Warframe ability.
Yeah.
Your main Warframe, your body.
Yeah.
All right. Kirei,
Yeah.
you're at 6.
So to be clear, he's only attacking
Yanto.
Yanto.
Mm-hmm.
And we do. I remember there was discussion of us trying to hide some of our abilities so that we don't. So we don't display all our moves in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why I wish we were in the Tenno bracket, because then it wouldn't fucking matter. They don't know what we can do anyway. Let's see. She'll. They have the same amount of penetration, so yeah, she will. Split action. She will split actions and attempt to kunai throw a pair of kunai at the wall.
Okay, and Yanto.
Yanto's just gonna plant his feet, plant his feet in the ground, throw his arms open, and engage Iron Skin. It's like, you want to run at me, motherfucker? You're gonna regret that. You ever seen Pinball?
All right, everyone roll.
Oh, now here's where I have to get all of
them.
Here's Will.
Oh! 3 by 9. Brian Skin.
Nice.
Or
So I gain 3 toughness to every location. Fan-friggin-tastic.
the question is, does that narratively have the same effect as it does in the game, wherein it also makes you unstaggerable?
I will leave that to GM's discretion.
Sure.
So
I'll go with it.
effectively, he can't be tossed by the wall.
However, as he goes to charge at, so he charges at Yanto with knives striking him, a pair of kunai thrown at him as he goes, both striking him in his shields. And he is deflected actually by MT, causing him to stagger and charge a bit off to the side, narrowly missing Yanto, who in Rhino just covered himself with energy. The wall comes to a stop. Spins the shield that he's holding in each hand, and plants them down on the in the ground. So let's see. You did that was 2x2, 3x3.
Yep, and each one ignores 1 point of tough.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like you left a gash in the bigger bluer shield, but the big blue shield remains untouched.
Yeah, can we just like, because I know someone else listens to this, can we just say vocally what his fucking what his stats are?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead and read that out loud for me.
Sure. 1 to 2, a big blue shield.
Yep.
3 to 5, a bigger bluer shield.
Yep.
6 through 9, the biggest bluest shield. And then 0, the wall.
So the one for... So it looked like it did damage to the big blue shield, but not the bigger bluer shield.
No, it dealt damage to the bigger bluer shield, but the big blue shield was unscathed.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so
as you recall, the smaller his shield, the tougher it actually is. The bigger shields are meant for actual attacks and
right.
They're meant for slamming, whereas the smaller ones are actually meant for defense.
Yep.
So he is going to, he spins 2 shields and slams them on the ground, and then takes the largest of them and puts it in front of him, and he is going to defend. What is MT going to do?
So he's just making a full-on defense action. Well, let's test to see how strong these fucking shields are.
All right.
Let's see. What do I got? What is the strongest weapon I got?
Didn't you get the Skana Prime?
I did.
I'm guessing it's gonna be that, but
yes. 4D, cut stab defense, area 1, bleed, awesome 2. That might be worth it. Yeah, let's try it out. I'm going to see if I can jam a sword in this.
All right, do it.
It would be a stab action. It's got awesome times too, so.
Yeah.
Do you want to know my roll now, or are we waiting?
Put it in the chat when everyone's after everyone's declared. So, Kirei.
What were the locations of the biggest shield again, or what was the location range for that?
6 through 9.
Kirei this time is going to aim a single kunai more accurately. She will drop a die and she will aim for location 9.
Okay. And Yanto.
Yanto is going to close. Well, I say close the gap. He's kind of right in front of him. Unleash both his Furax and just start wailing on the shield.
Okay. Everyone roll.
I forgot the glory of wanting to call shots and also having awesome times too.
All right. So, what happens is a kunai is thrown at him, and with the biggest bluish shield, he actually he does this thing where he actually he actually spins it once, and the kunai is deflected and strikes you instead.
Does he have speed on that? Did he get speed on that defense? Because remember, it does have wicked fast too.
He.
And I still.
Oh no! I was one shy there. Sorry. No, the kunai does embed in the shield. Then sorry, my bad. You went off on 4. He went off on 3. My mistake. Yeah. So it does embed in the shield, and but then Rhino charges in and begins throwing punch after punch against this shield. It seems to be like edging it in the right directions to absorb as little impact as possible before shoving it forward into you. And though you are immune to knockdown, you do take 2 damage, or you take 1 damage to your 10s. As he deflects, he deflects the energy of your attacks into you. And then finally, he spins the shield as MT is attacking, and forces it into her and into the sword, doing 2 damage to your 4.
Not my 4.
Which I believe is your...
Oberon's 4 is a gun. The Lanka.
Yeah, like I'll say that he throws you down in a way that like causes you to land uncomfortably on the gun before you get back up.
Ow! Right in my gun.
Not the gun. I was going to use that if the sword didn't work out.
He plants the biggest bluest shield down, takes the other two shields in hands, and is going to charge at. We'll say that Kirei has done the most damage here, so he's going to charge square into Kirei. So he's going to charge you into the side of the arena. And I'll say he will actually drop a die and set one to 10. All right. What is MT going to do?
I wonder if I can do something before this gun gets takes too much damage. You know what? I'm gonna try to get behind him, and when he is distracted with the other two, I'll see if I can take a shot at him.
All right. What is Kirei going to do?
Kirei is, sadly, I will need to at least reveal one trick here because of, her defends without her powers is not great.
Mm-hmm.
Though the question I have is, though it does have awesome 1, so in theory I could guarantee a 10 sets. Actually, yeah, that's actually a way better idea. Okay. Yeah, Kirei's just going to jump out of the way, and she is also going to set a die to 10.
That's a totally legit action. And
holy shit, I didn't realize, like, Nate, I am retarded. I didn't realize how good her dodge is until just now.
Good job.
I was like, man, I only have 4 dice for dodge. But it's like, but wait, I have awesome 1 as long as I declare as long as I drop a die to set a die and also declare my awesome 1 at 10, I guarantee 2 10s for defense at Wicked Fest too. Shit. That's actually amazing.
You have been getting the shit kicked out of you for how long? Congratulations.
Maybe Kirei just finally realized how speedy Loki is.
She's used to trying trickier things that involve setting things up so that not only do opponents miss her, but they also either harm themselves or another opponent or otherwise do this. But she suspects that the wall won't even take that much damage if he runs into a trap given his shields.
Mm-hmm. All right. What is Yonto going to do?
Lienzo was kind of hoping to keep the fight focused on him, so he's going to try and get in close and attempt to grapple him.
All right.
Actually, you know what you should do?
What?
May I make a suggestion? He's trying to charge. He's trying to. This could backfire spectacularly if he rolls really well, but he's trying to charge Kirei into the traps. You should. Kirei is going to dodge and has a pretty good chance of not getting hit because of her ridiculous dodge ability that I just realized she had as Loki.
Yes.
You should charge him in the back so that if he misses Kirei, you charge him into the traps instead.
I mean, that's definitely an idea.
It's up to you, though. Either is an option. I just thought that would be funny. Of course, that'll backfire spectacularly if Kirei does get hit, because you will just push her further into the traps in a conga line.
Yeah, let's not run the risk of pushing you in there with more force. So I think I'm gonna stick with my previous one just on the off chance, because I don't think it will one shot you, but I just don't want to cause huge amounts of damage to Loki if the off chance this does go badly.
Right.
So yeah, I'll throw down a grapple.
All right, everyone roll.
Well, shit.
Amanda, it's up to you. We don't necessarily want to show all our tricks, but we may have to show a few to get through the fight. So it's up to you. It's the
So I'll just go ahead and say it. I don't know why this didn't click before, but I think the best way to defeat the wall would be to use the wall against him, and I happen to have an ability that lets me lift and slam enemies to the ground. So maybe?
I mean, that gets around him pretty well. The only slight drawback is it's kind of a really good area of effect attack, and everyone we're fighting after this is like a mob of dudes.
It's true. It's true. So I'm wondering if I should hold on to it. But I also realize that there's probably no better attack to make against someone who is essentially a wall.
the only other one I could think of that might be good. I don't know statistically what it does, but in theory, tactically, since movement's a bit limited by not being able to scale the arena walls, and which means that ground movement is paramount importance, and the wall doesn't really look like he's a particularly aerial person, hollowed ground could also be very useful here. But it's more of a narrative usefulness than a mechanical one, potentially, so it's up to you.
All right, so everyone has rolled. Okay, so 2x10, move fast 2 dodge, 2x3, and 2x6, move fast 4 shoot. Okay.
You said that was the Lanka, Amanda, that you were shooting with?
Yes.
Just so you know, according to my sheet, it also has 1 gnarly on it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, always put the extras in there.
We could fast forward gnarly 1. Sorry, let me just real quick. There you go. You understand what that means?
Yes. So what happens is the wall charges Kirei, and Loki nimbly dodges to the side, causing him to slow down before he hits the wall, or the arena wall there, and Yanto.
Technically, even before that, he's shot.
Yeah, actually, he's shot in the back as he is running, and it dings off the biggest bluest shield, leaving a little bit of a burn. Every little bit counts. Yep. Yeah, he narrowly misses Kirei. Your 2x10 Wicked Fast 2 versus his 3x10.
Yep.
He charges like a bull till coming to a stop, and Yanto with Rhino races towards his side to try to get in his face, but he is with a small shield shoved off and is kind of shoved away from him. That being said, now Reiner does have his attention. He is, in fact, going to... let's see. He is going to... Oh, here we go. He's going to charge into the side of the arena.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh, right. You're grappling him.
Yeah. Well, this is what I get.
I assume specifically he is charging Yanto into the side of the arena because otherwise Yanto can just, let go.
No, he's charging himself into the side of the arena.
Okay, then what is stopping Yanto from just letting go and going, well, have fun with that?
Nothing.
Okay.
He is charging.
I just wanted to be clear.
Okay, to be more specific, he is charging into one of the buzzsaws.
I mean, I know he's got a bounce move, but I feel it's stretching it a bit if he...
Have any of you motherfuckers played Gary's mod? This shit is not going to end well. We're about to break the server. Yeah, just two unbreakable bonds next to two unstoppable puzzles. What could possibly... Bzzzt.
Right,
oh,
but
well, there went my graphics card.
I mean, even if he has a bounce defense, he is going to just bounce the arena's damage against the arena unless his plan is now bring the arena down on us.
He is going to bounce the arena's damage into Yanto by breaking it.
I believe that is... I mean, I'll let you do what you want. You're the GM. I'm just going to say, as written, bounce cannot do that.
Don't anger the GM.
I don't think bounce lets you choose a different target by default. But I mean, I don't care. I'm willing to let him.
You got me in a fucking quandary now.
I am going to. Okay, how about this, Nate? I will say that in fairness, if he is doing that, he needs to say which one he's targeting.
No, he's specifically targeting Yanto.
Okay, yeah, you did. No,
Like,
sorry,
yeah, he is going to throw. He is going to charge into the side of the arena to essentially irreparably damage one of these spinning blades and make it ricochet into Yanto.
Yeah. Apologies, I'm a little sleep deprived.
It's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Uh,
What is MT gonna do?
MT is very protective of Yanto. So seeing what is happening, I wonder, there's no way to knock him off this course, is there?
You can roll. You can roll a useful, to basically interrupt him.
Okay.
would like to point out I've got 3 degrees of tough on every location right now.
Still worried about you.
Ah, come on.
Except for one, I think. I think you have a location has been reduced by 1.
Oh, yes. Sorry, where did I... my brain.
It was the
Falls?
scroll up. It was.
It would have been from your bounce attack, so it would have been whatever you landed your bounce attack, I think.
3. It was 3.
Oh, fair enough. Brings my tough down to 2.
Let's see. Oberon has a useful just on straight body that is lift and push, but is that something I have to do physically?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
can.
give it a
You
shot.
can. You can get in there and.
I mean, you can just shoot him and try and break his set.
You can shoot him, try and break his set, or you can get in there and try to. And you know, try to.
You know what? I'm gonna
like,
shoot
pull him back.
because I probably have. There's probably too much space between us at this point since I took a fucking sniper shot last round anyway. So I'll shoot again and hopefully. You know what? Can I aim for his feet, which would be one of the big blue shields?
Yeah, you can aim. You can aim for one of the big blue shields.
All right. I don't know what die to
would-
set it to.
Set it to like 9 because that's actually the shield that's the most breakable.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Kirei.
Maybe I should have shown Switch Teleport instead, but I really want to save that one because I think there will be more useful chances for it. But I'm really tempted because I feel like I could basically just shut the wall down with Switch Teleport if I wanted. Alright. She can't really do much to defend for Yanto, so she is going to again attempt to target the biggest blue shield.
All right,
do some damage with a kunai.
All right, Yanto, what you gonna do?
See, Yanto's got kind of a quandary here because on the one hand, this shit is not going to be pleasant. On the other hand, he kind of wants to put on an entertaining fight because he's kind of talked a good fight and he doesn't want this to just be kind of deny all the big spots. So, will people forgive me if I sell this a bit?
Sell it. Do it.
It's your Warframe, bro.
Kirei would strongly Kirei would strongly discourage you from taking unnecessary damage, but hey, do what you want. I as a player don't care, but Kirei will.
Your concern is touching, which is to say not at all. Yeah, I mean, how would I do that to sort of kind of?
You can just take it. You just don't roll anything.
I mean, you still have your tough. I mean, if you want, I suppose you could make a charm or connive to try and sell a hit.
Could I roll charm? Because I have bought a point in face and a point in charm.
Oh yeah, you could. You could roll charm to really sell this.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And like get the crowd just fucking going crazy over it.
Yeah. Oh god, I'll do that then.
All right.
Oh,
see, the best part is if he doesn't manage to do actual damage to you, then you just put on a show about being like, I'm a tough motherfucker.
Yeah.
Instead.
All right, everyone roll.
Ooh, do I want speed or do I want 9s?
Depends on what your other set was.
More width does more damage, but the lower locations do have more tough likely. So
Yeah.
What do you?
Well, here's my problem. I rolled naturally 3 3s.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled 1 9, so since I set a die to 9, it'd be 2 9s. And I have Wicked Fast times 4.
I will say with 3 3s, I did do damage earlier. So
I should go for the 3s, you think?
I think you're doing 1 damage either way, so do whichever you want. I did do damage to the 3s with my first set of kunai. So
okay. We'll go with the 3 3s. 3 by 3, Wicked Fast 4.
It will ensure your damage goes off before pretty much anything else, which will ensure that
was the goal.
Pretty much ensure that he does take the die from his set.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, with a Lanka shot to his back as well as a kunai to his back. That's 2.9. So let me just go ahead and factor that in. The bigger bluish shield and the biggest bluish shield are showing some signs of damage. However, he then proceeds to slam straight into the side of the arena into a buzzsaw, causing the buzzsaw to break, spin violently out of place, and ricochet off of him and into Yonto. Yonto, you only take 3 damage to your melee weapons.
To my melee?
Yeah, to your axe.
Well, that takes out my tough. I don't take any lasting damage.
No, but you do. You are able to sell it decently. And you made a set, so you're able to sell it decently. That was close.
I mean, you did just deflect a buzzsaw with your hands.
Like a 6-foot buzzsaw, I'm assuming, yeah. Not too much stage crush required for that one.
Yeah. All right. The wall is going to he is going to spin 2 shields, slam them in the ground, and then take the biggest bluest shield out and defend. What's MT gonna do? MT?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
You know what? The gun actually seems to be doing pretty okay, especially since he's not up in my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I could just keep taking pot shots at him from back here. So I'll fucking reload. Shit, if I just take him out by plucking away at him little by little, this will be easy. Not really much of a show, but easy.
All right. Kirei.
Aim just adds extra dice on an aim action, right?
Yeah, if you take a turn to aim.
That's what I mean. That if she takes a turn to aim, it adds that much extra dice, and I assume that's on top of the normal bonus you get for aiming.
Yes.
All right. Kirei pulls out her. Will pull out her Paris and take careful aim at the wall.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This round.
And Yonto.
Trying to think about this lateral way. Nah, fuck it. Smash the man. Yeah, fuck it. Yanta's gonna. All right, fair enough. This time Yanta is gonna just lower his head and just lay in and charge him. Try and ram him into the arena again.
All right. You're gonna try and ram him into the arena this time. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be whatever you'll use for whatever you has that you have that has knockback essentially, which is most of your shit. Because you're Rhino. So everyone roll.
And by that you mean Yonto roll because he's the only one actually doing anything this round.
No, Yonto and MT.
Yeah, I'm shooting.
Oh, okay. I thought you just said you were reloading.
Oh, yeah. I've got a choice between 2x10 or 3x2 with gnarly ×1. So might as well go for the 2x10. Turn it into a 3x10.
I would do that. We technically can't hit his 10s, but as long as you are higher than whatever he rolls for defense, he can't bounce it either.
All right, cool.
So he'd also have trouble bouncing a wide enough set, so it's up to you.
Now I'll go with the 2x10.
We're both doing all this gnarly damage.
It's so gnarly. We're like a bunch of 60s Californian surfers. I have a +2 bodacious on my...
Radical.
The only thing
sweet.
that has gnarly is the Lanka that is equipped to Trinity. For me, for Kirei.
So MT takes a shot, and he braces in a way to deflect the shot, and it does, but it misses. It misses MT just by a few centimeters, and seems to have left a mark on the shield. And then
draw a dick in bullet burns on this shield.
And then Rhino charges into him, knocking him back into one of the arena traps, which is, I'll say this one is a spike that activates in proximity. And so that is in the 10s. So he will shunt that over. Let's see. He will. So you have gnarly 1. He will shunt that to the big blue shield, which is now in real bad shape, as it is jammed through with a spike, narrowly missing his actual body. But he withdraws it from the spike and takes a few steps away from the arena trap. As he takes all in total 3 damage to the big blue shield after all of the tough.
Oh, this bastard is tough.
He's made of shields.
I know. Just keep up the pressure.
In case you've now been able to notice, the arena traps are gnarly 4. If you're able to land a knockback attack into them.
Ouch.
So, he is. There is a bug here. Well, not literally a bug. That bug's in a ship somewhere. But there is a friend of a bug here that is been buzzing and annoying him over the course of this fight. He points at MT.
Yeah.
He points behind you.
What about it?
He's gonna throw you in. He's going to charge you into the. He's going to charge across the arena into you and into a wall. What are you gonna do?
What's a good roll for sidestepping?
That would be dodge.
Yeah.
That would be a dodge.
But I want to dodge at the moment where he doesn't think I'm going to dodge, so he just continues until he himself runs into
Split actions between dodge and connive.
Got it. Connive. Does Oberon have connive?
You have connive.
You as a kid,
Yeah.
you have knife. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a face plus connive.
Okay.
So
Or I guess if you wanted to flavor it as less tricking and more force, you could also split actions between dodge and push to dodge to the side and then immediately just push him into the wall.
No, I like connive, even though the dice are terrible on that. How would that work? Would I still get the wicked fast on that dodge?
Yeah, you'll keep the extras on your dodge.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they'll just only apply to your dodge set.
Yeah, you just roll the basically you roll the lowest of the sets minus 1
Yes.
and keep 2 sets.
I am going to actually use a relationship for this.
Okay. Kirei. Oh, sorry.
Quick question. Would this count as a part of my focus? Because I've never actually used this focus relationship before.
I mean, what is your focus school?
Xeneric.
Xeneric.
Trying to think if this would count as a way of denying resources. I mean, I'm denying him my body. Yes.
Don't listen to Cosmo. That's not a healthy thing to do.
If you
It's like cutting him off from, I don't know, would it count? Whatever, I'll still use it.
You're not
You know what?
You
Otherwise,
have
I'll
to
just use.
choke an opponent of all resources.
Yeah.
So that's. I don't think scenario could apply.
Okay.
This
I'll
is-
use my relationship with Yanto because he's focused on me now instead of Yanto, and that's
Okay.
preferable.
Okay. All right. Kirei.
Kirei's gonna let loose that shot she was aiming.
All right. And Yanto.
Trying to think about this. Throw a haze of rum.
The rum haze.
Good old-fashioned rum haze. Actually, sounds like a name for a cocktail. I must remember that for later. You know what? Bullets seem like a good idea, and you know what's got bullets? Glakata.
Yeah. It has probably the most bullets.
Yeah, he'll.
The only way you could have more bullets is to have 2 of them.
Oh, and then well, 3. The
Or
legendary
3. And then you have more bullets than
sense.
you really need.
No. You have exactly as many bullets as you have currently loaded into your weapons. And coming back with any is a waste.
All right. Everyone roll.
And we'll use the relationship with MT as we are going to attempt to. She is not as tough as, not quite as tough as Rhino. Gonna try and make this a shot that will do enough damage to keep the wall from pulling this off. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out because I've got. So it'd be rolling 8 dice plus 2 is 10. -1 from awesome 1 though because that's using that -1. -2 from dropping a die and setting a die. So 7 dice is what I'm rolling. Can't roll any 9s for aiming at the 9s a lot. Oh well.
Okay. So, let's see. What did he roll again? All right. He charges T, who narrowly steps to the side steps away from him. And I'll say that it's 2 or 3. You do take 1 damage to your secondary weapon, as he does clip you on the way.
My secondary weapon. That'd be the Lato.
Yeah.
How many damage?
1.
Okay.
Hey,
just going after all my guns.
Yeah, he does clip you while he is racing past, but you do spin that into a convincing. You are able to basically fool him into charging headlong with no restraint, thinking that he's going to get you. So he keeps going, unable to slow himself in time for a barrage of gunfire and an arrow to the back that altogether slam him into the arena. So a lot of damage would have happened here. So we have 2+6 knockdown 1. The knockdown is the important bit. 2+6 knockdown. Okay. Then we have 2x9, pen 1.
Wait, the Krikata has knockdown?
Impact damage.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's mostly just hosing someone down like with a riot cannon full of bullets.
That's fair.
Just not like fired at piercing velocity, so you just kind of slowly bludgeon someone with lead.
I just want you to imagine how many of Kirai's projectiles are sticking out of his shields right now.
Yeah, like
He has at least half a dozen
he's a fucking porcupine right now.
He's got like half a dozen. He's got like 5 kunai and 4 or 5 kunai and a arrow.
All right. So he is he unwillingly throws himself into a proximity spear, which he recoils away from before he is gunned down by a Gakata, which knocks him back into a buzzsaw. Leaving all of his shields heavily damaged. He is now. What is he gonna do? He is going to. No, this actually he's going to keep with that. He's going to try charging MT again.
Oh, here I thought he was going to go for broke and just charge, just continue to be in the traps and charge them and just try and get all of us with flung traps.
You know, that's a really good idea, Zach. I like that.
Zach!
God damn it, Zach.
Look,
That's what he's going to do.
This is
Damn it.
basically his desperation round, okay? He's realizing all of his locations are heavily damaged and he's about to realize he's going to lose this.
He is going to slam into the traps, and he is going to attempt to he's going to attempt to deflect damage into MT.
Great.
So what is MT going to do?
Dodge. I'm just putting everything in dodge at this point. Dodge.
All right. What is Kira going to do?
We will, because he's still technically rolling the defense, right? Which makes attacking him a bit risky. She will knock another arrow and take aim.
Okay. And Yanto.
I was muted. Once you started pulling the trigger on a Grakata, I mean, you just keep holding it down until there's a click.
You're not wrong.
So yeah, he's just going to keep going on with that. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck everything around me.
Fuck this lights. Fuck this thing in particular.
Pretty much.
Fuck this boat. Fuck this
other
guy.
one. I need to watch that again now. Damn it.
All right, everyone roll.
Yanto, at the very least, kind of takes solace in the fact that the wall is at least shutting up and focusing. He's not chatting shit like he was terrified the wall was going to throughout this entire combat.
Or just make wall puns the entire time.
It's a very frenetic
Also
battle.
true.
Like it's.
Plus, we're not mic'd, so it's there's not much point from a hype perspective.
He's just talking under his breath, really.
Like the shit talking he's done has been like pointing at you and then pointing at where you're gonna go and shit like that. Like, okay, let's see. 3x9 knockdown and 2x8 wood. Okay, so he ooh, this is an interesting one. All right, so MT, you can shunt.
Yeah, I felt like that wasn't gonna be enough.
You can shunt. That's 5 damage to your 10s. You can shunt that to any location you'd like.
Jeez.
As he does slam into a buzzsaw and causes it to dislodge and flick off into you.
So 5 damage I can put anywhere?
Yeah.
Does all 5 of it have to go into one location, or can I spread it out a bit?
I believe it all into one location.
Okay.
Yeah, you shunt the whole hit, not...
Yeah.
All right. All
You
right.
can either take it all to the 10s, or you can shunt it to a location below, like one lower or one higher.
Yeah, it's not any
Okay.
location. It's either it's an adjacent one.
Okay.
So.
Damn it. Okay. Damn it. Okay. My 10s are important. I'll take it to the 10s.
All right. However, doing this does not actually leave him enough to totally shunt Yanto's attack. So as that happens, there is a hail of bullets that throws him forward into a buzzsaw that he was not expecting. So you deal. That would be because he removes 1 of that, so you would deal 5 total. Then nope. All right. So with that, how does this last round go? You guys can sell this however you want. Because he essentially can now do nothing. Like he no longer has enough dice to actually accomplish anything. So, like, do you guys unceremoniously take him out, or does he charge someone? Like, do you sell? Do you sell this? Do you no sell it? Like, what do you guys do?
May I make a suggestion?
Sure.
You may.
I say he attempts to charge or kind of stagger away from the wall of traps, and we basically surround him in triangle formation, and we each throw out our weapons, and each one of us destroys a shield.
Yes.
So just completely disarm him.
Yeah, basically we're gonna make him. We're not gonna kill him. We are just going to destroy all his weaponry and demoralize him and force him to surrender.
You see, I'm down with that. I just want to append something to the end of that.
Sure.
So yeah, surround him, and then just one barrage blow away his shields.
Yeah, like it's like a barrage of Grakata from Rhino. I guess MT still using the Lanka.
Can also draw the Skana.
I'll use this fucking prime sword. Shit.
Yeah,
You
This
can
thing's
cut one of his
beautiful.
shields in half.
and then the last one is finally shattered by a single well-placed arrow.
And then what's the additional thing there you had, Luke?
Just that once he's kind of disarmed, Yanto, mindful that the crowd still want a show, will drop to one knee and break the wall's legs. Just one fist in each kneecap.
Okay.
I think no, you've got to go for the DDT, the DDT.
But no, because that will burst his head like a watermelon. Dude, you do not know what I have planned for the second match.
Okay.
Prepare your ass. Wait, no, that sounded bad. You know what I mean? Metaphorically. Prepare your spiritual ass.
I mean, Kirei, do it.
Dude. But yeah, essentially Rhino is just going to just finish it off with a rather brutal just beat down. No, he's not going to kill him, but he's going to really hurt him.
Okay. And yeah, the crowd goes ballistic. At the end, the wall is left. The wall is left bloodied and battered on the ground. Alive, but pretty useless for the next while. And
it's okay. It'll give either them or the Index time to hype his comeback.
Yeah.
Lots of montages.
With all the physical training and the implants and
they show all this physical training and implants, and then he just shows up, and he is now the wall. But he's like, instead of legs, he has like a small tank bottom or something that he's sticking out of.
He's got tank treads.
Tank treads instead.
Oh no! Of course, he's supposed to be like the knockdown wall. He's got a little wobble thing, like a little ball on the bottom of his bottom half. But no, like a ball that he rolls around on, so you can hit him. He just rolls back up again.
A Dyson ball.
So the wall uses the grand strategy inspired by the most dignified of Pokemon, Wobbuffet.
Clearly.
Mostly.
Clearly. So yeah, and Kella is just like, ladies and gentlemen, we have our victors, the Arum. That was a spectacular match. I think I think we should all give everyone a round of applause there. The crowd just fucking goes ballistic.
Hey, for flavor, can I say that I just have a chunk of saw blade sticking out of me because
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure where Sacred Guard is located, but that's where I took most of the damage. So
Yeah, you can have a saw blade sticking out of you.
yep, that's probably bad.
Kirei, or Loki rather, gives a very Tenno-like bow.
To just do a Generation X suck it kind of crotch chop, but suppresses it.
We have two very different attitudes towards all this.
I'll just wave
Yeah,
arm.
Rhino just put his fist up in the air and bellow.
So, one thing worth note, Colin hasn't been here the entire fight, even though he was supposed to be.
Oh yeah, I sort of forgot about that.
Motherfucker, what? I totally forgot.
So, medical crews will drag the wall off. You guys can return to the back, or head up into these stands.
We just assume Colin ate some bad food from the lobby. Had to stay behind.
Had to purge all the old contestants out of his body.
When what do you guys do when you leave? Do you head up into the stands? Do you head into the back into the contestants' commons?
Yeah,
Janso's going up into the stands. There's other matches on, and
There are
someone may
3
want
other
his
matches
autographed.
on.
Someone may want his autograph.
oh yeah, I'm supposed to watch the other matches. Loki will just very calmly and quietly walk and take a place in the stands to watch the remaining matches.
Okay, so you know how you guys have like a seat, like a place that you guys were sitting before,
Yeah.
in yesterday's matches. As you guys are approaching, Colin comes up to you.
Oh, hey man, what's up?
Guys, I only saw the last bit of it. That was fantastic. Don't be mad.
You
How
see,
could I be mad? I've got a saw blade sticking out of me.
anyone who prefaces any kind of explanation with "don't be mad," like already puts the listener in the context they should be mad. So,
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I was mitigating the damage.
okay.
Just
You can't see the eyebrow that's being cocked here, but trust me, underneath this, there is an eyebrow like skyrocketing.
Did a backstage fight break out?
no. And he holds up a hand and then kind of motions you to follow. And as you guys round the corner a little bit, where you can actually see where your seats are, you see Trinity. You see Titania,
Oh no.
and you see Excalibur.
Is Excalibur just
One
sitting
of
there
these
like
things-
an inanimate doll?
One of these
Are they-
is not like the other one.
How did
Are
you
they,
Doesn't belong.
are they Weekend at Bernie's thing Excalibur around? My friend's so
As
wait-
funny as that would be, I don't think that's what's happening.
they put
Excalibur
some-
is currently sitting. He's just sitting there.
How did what?
How?
Did you pilot him? That's not the right word. What
I didn't do it.
do you mean you didn't do it?
Who
I
did
didn't
it?
do it.
Who did it?
Wait, I got a good guess who did it.
I don't know.
How
I'm
did
looking
they
at-
get here?
I'm looking at Titania.
We had the lander. We don't have 2 landers.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm
I
looking
mean-
at Titania.
Well,
I
I,
mean-
suppose the lander just does return to the ship after dropping us off, so.
They took the lander down.
I would point out there would be a lot more commotion going on if Titania had been the ringleader here.
I keep looking at Titania,
I mean, that's still a good move.
inching ever closer to her.
Why do you think I wasn't there with you?
No, that's fair. We're not mad at you. We're not mad at you.
We're eating quite a bit of the lobby food.
I'm mostly just impressed.
I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
Yeah.
Rhino would just kind of walk over to them, look at Trinity, look at Titania, fold his arms. Okay.
Trinity waves pleasantly.
Yanto curses that the whole raised eyebrow thing does not work in a Warframe.
So wait, where's the lander now?
It goes back to the ship after we're done with it. The problem is it should have been locked. I have set it so that they shouldn't be able to fly the ship or otherwise interfere with any major operations, which means one of them has either learned how to hack or figured out the code.
Oh god damn it. We gave them access to the simulacrum. Shit, that's why.
Titania looks as innocent as she possibly can.
Oh,
Lies,
just
lies and heresy.
Laughing his dude, just doubled over, laughing.
Because by default, access to the simulacrum requires the flags that apply to so much of the other security systems. Damn! Oh my god. Well,
that is a distinct flaw in our security that we are going to have to address.
Oh, it hurts to laugh. It hurts so much.
it'll hurt for a bunch of other reasons in a second. Please stop laughing. Also, should we get that thing out of your shoulder? Okay.
Yeah, that would be super. Please.
Your hand just reaches over, pulls it out, hands it to someone. There you go. Souvenir.
Oh, there's gore everywhere. This is blood everywhere.
I imagine like a 6 or 7 year old Corpus kid is like, oh my god, this is worth so much. It's like Corpsmas all over again. And then he gives us a receipt.
Yeah, it's like a little ARM computer that he can just types in some things, gives you a receipt for it.
Gets a pat on his head from his dad.
So proud.
I suppose as long as they are merely part of the audience, they should be safe, right?
I'm mostly worried about Excalibur.
That is concerning.
Do you have no idea how Excalibur got down here?
Yeah.
Is he like not moving at all now?
He's not moving at all. He's just sitting there.
Did they carry him?
I mean, I don't put it past Titania to set him up like this.
Yanto will mime finger walking across palm, then point at the Excalibur frame.
Titania just kind of, Titania looks at you confused, and Trinity just kind of tilts her head to the side.
How did you get him here?
She looks at Excalibur and then looks at you. She looks around and then just kind of like mimes a sigh because she doesn't have like a pencil or paper or anything.
All right. I don't need to just discuss right now. You're here. That's the important thing. Okay. I suppose question: do we take them down to the room?
No.
Or do we keep them here? Cool. You can keep them here.
If they take down to the room, they risk encountering the other contestants. It's far safer for them to just stick to being in the audience.
So, there's the other part about the "don't be mad" thing.
There was a second part. Now I'm mad.
I didn't do it.
Too late. You didn't mention it.
A particular fairy,
Purchased? With what?
With what money?
Wait, keep going.
No, my overdraft. No.
a very expensive suite.
Yanto just quickly pulls up their account readings.
How did she manage that? We barely have enough money to keep the ship running.
There's an emergency overdraft. Do not ask me how high the interest rate is. Even if we win this, we may make a loss.
I have to sit down. I'm laughing too hard. And
if we don't win this, we will not have enough money to keep the ship running.
Yanto's just gonna very carefully hold either side of Colin's head for a second. And just go, this is not me shouting at you. This is me really, really not shouting at you. This is, however, me telling you that there will be shouting in the future. At an unspecified time and place. With a lot of violence. Just so you're aware.
I did the math. If we win this, we'll come out with a slight profit. We won't be exceedingly rich, as was the original intent. But we will have something.
Though counterpoint, we are Tenno. How do you think? How exactly will they collect?
Have you ever?
What, are they going to send the corpus after us?
No, they'll do worse than that. They'll tank our credit rating.
Let me ask you something, Yanto. Have you ever seen a store that sells to Tenno that takes credit?
No. You do realize there's like down payments on Dry Dock, and there's securities on a bunch of the like hardware and repair work we have to do. Like I totally understand. Like we're not buying like a Hab Dome on Lure or anything, but for like the nuts and bolts, we need to be seen as a reliable investment. Otherwise, no one will service us apart from those bumfuck nowhere orbital stations where they steal your goddamn hubcaps, and we don't even have hubcaps.
They make them and then they steal them.
Why don't
Exactly.
we stop? Why aren't we being repaired at the? This is why I've been saying that we should stick to the Tenno specific servicing.
We can argue about finances honestly all day, but that doesn't change the reality of the current situation.
It's more convenient not to need to go back to the relays all the time, but it is cheaper.
So it's just, Colin, I'm assuming a refund is out of the question.
I tried.
And their answer was no.
I killed a man and it was still no.
Look.
Holy shit! I'm mad for that!
All we have to do is win.
I mean, at the very least, how good's the sweet?
Oh, it's nice. It's very nice. It's like the highest scale thing I've seen Grenier put out in my life.
Wait, we're talking luxury for Grenier?
Aye.
Okay, I'm now morbidly curious. I kind of want to see this. I mean, I'm still not okay with this. And points a finger at Titania, and you are nowhere near off the hook.
She looks as innocent as she possibly can.
That's not innocent at all. In fact, that's a negative value of innocent. Your innocence is guilty. Your guilty is just even more guilty. Your guilty is incriminating.
Well, I tried.
Yes,
I
I'm sure you
tried
did.
to get to get it. The first person that said no and pointed a gun on my face. I killed him. And then the second person was just like, well, I don't have a gun, but it's still no. I guess I have to admire his gusto.
I mean, are we being billed for the cleanup?
No, we're not being billed for the cleanup.
Oh, thank God for small miracles. All right. You know what? I wanted to stand here. I wanted to sit here in the stands, or stand here in the sits, or however it is, and enjoy this blood sport. But if I'm going to be paying the down payment on a small lunar colony for this suite, I'm going to enjoy every goddamn nanosecond I can possibly manage. There's probably a big fuck-off screen in there anyway, so we can probably watch it from there.
Yeah, you're going to go up to the suite?
I'm going to crush that mini bar.
Hell yeah. Are we all going? Does someone need to carry Excalibur?
I'll carry Excalibur.
Thank you.
I only wish we would be able to see the confused faces on the people who restocked the room when they realized the room they sold to all Tenno somehow has all of its drinks missing. Or all of its drinks consumed. That should give them something to think about.
Yeah, that'll show them.
Uh,
I mean, to be fair, we'll also be bringing an Irish guy into the room. That should explain where all the alcohol has gone. Racism. Anyway,
I am not sure the Grenier have any knowledge in this era of what Ireland was.
are you talking about short, violent?
Look, my homeland sunk millennia ago.
Could it not have been just a little bit sooner? All right, that was too far. I'm sorry.
All right. Let's go check out the suite.
Carry Excalibur bridal style.
If you insist.
Be gentle. No, I just have this image of like onlookers looking at this Tenno champion who just beat the wall. Like, wow.
Carrying another Warframe off to its room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
We're gonna
that's-
give a lot of people questions about how Warframes work and
It's perfect
Becoming
misinformation.
Trinity looks at you confused and goes up to Excalibur and then like pokes him in the chest. Then like motions towards the floor and then towards where they were going. And then upon getting no response, pokes him again and motions forward.
Hey, Trinity.
She looks at you.
Hi. I don't know if you noticed, but I have this very terrible wound, and I'm wondering if maybe you could find it in your heart to help.
She hangs her head and shoulders.
I have to be in her. I have to be.
She doesn't have any void. She doesn't have any void energy. Essentially, she
I
can't
have
do
to
it.
establish transference with her to do so, for her powers to work.
Could maybe we do that when we get to the suite?
Generally, they don't work very well out of the. Generally, they don't work very well out of the heat of combat.
You can close up the wound. Essentially, is what you'll be able to do.
Yeah, I can, however, at least prevent it from getting worse.
Thank you.
And hey, Trinity's favorite thing is healing, and
Yeah,
I haven't done that in a while.
it's true. It is true. That will please her. So yeah, you guys can head up to the suite. Gets annoyed, I guess, that Excalibur is not reacting to her. And continues with you guys. Yeah, the suite is it's several floors up, where basically there's a hotel for everyone that is here watching the events, all the spectators and the like. One thing worth note, you guys do know that at least when it comes to sleeping, you're going to have to go down into like your contestants area, since it's just part of your contract that if you're not there, it may come into question that you're still in the contest.
Right.
So you do have to pay a little bit of lip service, essentially, to the commons area, but you can use this suite at your leisure. The suite itself, it's a very large room, and it has that sort of industrial chic that that All Grenier architecture does. However, amidst the dull yellow and green lights and green colored metal and slate and steel, you do find some actual pretty interesting accommodations. One of them being baths. The baths themselves are reminiscent of the tubes in which Grenier are cloned. It's they're like vertical tubes filled with bubbling water of some kind. They are big enough for they're big enough for Grenier to get in, so they are big enough for a Warframe as well. Well, that isn't Rhino. Rhino is fucking huge. And there are about 5 of them. There is an actual like comfy comfy chairs and couches surrounding a big flat hollow screen that is currently showing the fight that's happening now, that just started, which is the Territorials against Catfan.
As this is going on, Kira is going to very thoroughly, she is going to watch try and keep an eye on the fight, but it is also important that she very thoroughly checks the room for cameras to make sure that it is safe for them to leave their warframe, to exit the warframes here.
You find that there are no cameras. There are no cameras here watching you. There is a fair bit of privacy. There is a fully stocked bar. It is full of alcohols that Grenier would prefer, which is to say things with flavor.
Which is to say things you could clean an engine with.
Well, not even just that. I mean, yeah, of course, there's a lot of that, but things with flavor, because it definitely seems like this is geared more towards. Well, that's a preference in Grenier culture. May very well be intricate tastes or noticeable tastes.
Beef flavored vodka.
Like, I mean, there's some weird shit. Don't get me wrong. There's some real weird shit. But yeah, the main thing is that it's all strong and has distinctive flavors.
Huh. Well, I mean, first and foremost, Rhino is going to put Excalibur down on a bed, feeling slightly odd about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just check with Kerry. Are we clear to,
Yes, they are not. The room is not observed.
Oh, thank God. And he's going to just flop out of his Warframe.
You find when you breathe in here that the air is very sweet. It's very sweet and it's very clean. Almost like meticulously so.
It's weird. It's weird and noticeable.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like natural air, but more. I don't know. You have to figure some way to dig deeper on that. But yeah, it doesn't seem like natural air, but it's very refreshing.
Yeah, Yanto smacks his lips for a few seconds and goes, smells like that floor at Maru's Bazaar.
homegrown, corporate-approved air.
I didn't realize you'd been to that floor of Maru's Bazaar.
You don't know me.
Who hasn't been to that floor in Maru's Bazaar?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Only one person here, at least.
Anyway, moving right along.
Yes, Kirei will step out of Loki and then hold a hand out to Trinity. May I?
She nods and takes her hand.
And she will perform transference with Trinity and at least close the open, bleeding wound of Excalibur.
Oberon.
Or of Oberon. Right, you're an Oberon.
While you're doing so, roll transference.
Sure. Two 8s.
Okay, so you can kind of feel Trinity's thoughts at the moment. And that, firstly, she's delighted to have a chance to fix up Oberon.
Mhm.
But there's something that is still on her mind, and you can kind of feel it. And that is, you get the distinct images of Excalibur walking alongside her in Titania.
So that did happen then.
But then you get the distinct images of Excalibur not responding to her once you guys were in its presence. And like it's legitimately bothering her. Like, you get the kind of feeling that she's confused and a little bit upset.
She will think at Trinity. Like, I don't know how much she can communicate with Trinity directly.
We got 8, so you know she can feel your thoughts too.
She basically, Kira is basically thinking, and Trinity will probably get an image of Excalibur walking by her, but then she will sort of gray out Rhino and Loki, or she will sort of gray out, or rather Kirei and Yanto, and will basically with the suggestion that he is specifically avoiding moving around MT. That as soon as MT became aware of his presence, he then refused to move.
She seems to get that, but it doesn't make her.
It doesn't make her happy, but
it doesn't make her. She seems the general feeling that you get is it's hard to describe, but it's sort of like if you were talking to somebody and you thought that they were really interested in you, but then they weren't.
She says she feels dejected.
Yeah, she feels really dejected.
Kirei doesn't really know how to convey the feeling, but essentially tries to add some comfort of like, it's not you, it's whatever he's up to is just
It's not
all
you,
he can.
girl, it's him.
Basically, but like literally, it's like he seems to be up to something that is different than her and Oberon and Titania.
Yeah, she seems accepting of that. If you really want to comfort her, give her a hug after you're done,
Sure.
which she graciously accepts. So yeah, after you leave from Trinity and you give her a hug, and she seems rather content to give you a hug. And then she will take a seat on one of the chairs.
When I'm satisfied that Oberon's wounds are okay, I'll pop out of him because I didn't want to leave him with these wounds that it was my fault that he got anyway.
Yeah. When you pop out, he regards the wounds and that he doesn't.
What a badass. Stone cold.
He folds his arms over his chest like they ain't no thing.
Thank you. Thank you for fighting so hard and putting up with me being so reckless.
He gives you an approving nod.
Kirei sort of gives a starts paying attention to the match, but she sort of gives the occasional glance over to Excalibur and then also over to Loki.
Yeah.
But I imagine nothing comes of it.
Nope. So you guys tune in right after the beginning of the match. The Territorials are surrounded by Kekas, as Katvo Du is commanding them. The Territorials, one says something to the other. They chatter back and forth. One of them reaches into the bag that he carries around with him, and he pulls out a small grenade, hands it to the boss, who has a buzzsaw attached to. He has a buzzsaw attached to a gun. And the boss looks at it and then throws it over his shoulder like he don't care about it. And explodes. It proceeds to explode into confetti. The Shekas pounce all at once on one of the Territorials whose armor is painted a dull pink. And he flails about as he is dragged away. As the boss continues chatting with the smaller Territorial with the bag of goodies. Pinky is flailing about, but not really taking much damage, as these Chekas are just pouncing and scratching and biting at him. The Territorial with the bag pulls something out, hands it to the boss. The boss looks at it. It's a fruit. He bites into it, tosses it away.
Yanto is dying.
Let me take a bite out of this apple, so I seem like even more of an asshole.
Pinky is still flailing about while being attacked by Yekas.
With the CinemaSins.
The Territorial with the bag of goodies pulls out a he pulls out something that is blurred because it is offensive and cannot be aired on TV.
Does that exist in Grenier society?
You would be surprised.
And Katbo Du appears to take offense to that and shoots it out of his hand.
That is a non-regulation. Beep! And I will not have it in my arena.
It's actually a very conservative book. How to enjoying peace and quiet. How to enjoy peace and quiet by the famous Grenier reject, or famous Grenier outlaw. Not rebel. I'm trying to think of a word for people who. go against the grain of society.
I mean,
Final,
Grenier is intellectual.
finally, he pulls out a what looks like if you took a grenade and then just stuffed a bunch of buzzsaws into it. And he looks at the boss. The boss takes it. And he throws it at Pinky. And it explodes into buzzsaws everywhere.
This is better than that rocket-propelled chainsaw I saw once.
Several Hekas are shredded by this. And Pinky is left with like half a dozen buzzsaws stuck into his armor, into his flesh. But he stands up as if to announce that he's alive and everything's cool, and the others should celebrate. They give him high fives.
I questioned the validity of that tactic when it did more damage to their ally than the enemy was doing.
I can't hear over the sound of how awesome that was.
The Hekas are about to attack. The remaining Hekas about to attack with Katvo Du, who appears to be very fed up with these guys' shit. But the one with the bag of goodies holds up a hand to just kind of quiet everything down. And he reaches in and he reaches under the bag while pointing at Katvo Du and seems to be asking her a question. He pulls out a pack of cards, and he hands her one. She baffled, like just totally baffled, takes one. And he holds up a hand as if he's gonna do some crazy magic trick. Takes a few steps back. Everyone takes a few steps back. Everyone takes several more steps back, and then the car explodes.
Oh my god, this motherfucker's the Joker. We have found the Grenier Joker. I am so happy.
Katvo Du, now missing an arm, roars in frustration, sends the remaining Kekas after them. The boss forcibly reaches into the bag, pulls out a smoke bomb, and tosses it down. There is the sound of buzzing and hacking and blood spurts from all sides of the plume of smoke. There is a Grenier skull goes flying. Blood everywhere. Another Grenier skull goes flying. Blood everywhere. A Corpus skull goes flying. Blood everywhere. There wasn't even a Corpus here.
Oh no, the skull collection.
The smoke clears. All the Hekas have been put down. There is a small fire going. Pinky and the territorial with the bag of goodies have they have like kebab spears. And Katvo Du is on the ground, bleeding from several spots or from several places. And the territorials all sit around the fire. They each take a Heka apiece and begin roasting them over the fire. And the guy with the bag of goodies, the last thing he does is he pulls out a small grenade and throws it over his shoulder, and it blows up on Katvo Du. Then go ahead.
Yana's just kind of crawling over the sofa, mentally exhausted from watching that. It's like, I can't take anymore. Oh my god. Hang on. I need to over the back of the sofa. Okay.
We have all
What the fuck was that?
we've all died of laughter today.
Well, except Kirei, but it probably doesn't surprise you that she's not laughing about anything.
Yeah, that's fine. That's understandable.
That's fair.
That must have been the strangest fight I've ever seen my whole time hosting Rathum. I love it! And the crowd loves it too! I think we're going to go to a commercial break as they finish their kebab.
I hope you were paying attention to more than their antics. They will be our next opponents.
Oh, yes, I noticed. Like, extra dimensional bag of random bullshit. So what will our tactic be? Our tactic will be prepared for absolutely positively anything.
We might have to start pulling out some tricks.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. Now, if no one minds, I'm gonna have a looks over at the pods. Bath?
Sure, there's looks like one more fight left.
Oh, I can wait, I suppose.
Oh, right. The Guys and Dolls defeat means there's only one remaining fight. Or should I say untimely demise. She's very curious how this is going to go, because she basically suggested that Team Cats just leave. Steal Guys and Dolls shit and leave. Instead of fighting.
This is an excellent point, actually. They're just going to kind of cut to an empty arena and some technicians wandering around going, where the fuck are they gone?
No, it's because everybody knows Kavats can be invisible. There's like 15 minutes of just nothing happening before people start going, are they not actually there?
Oh.
No, anyway.
Okay, so as the commercial after the commercial break, passes, you Kellen of Fame introduces it, and because our final match for this round will be a pass. Because Guys and Dolls met an untimely demise. We will this coming fight between Bookkeeper and Team Vicious Cats will be our last match for tonight. However, do not be upset. I will instead place instead of a final match, we will instead play a gag reel of the death of Guys and Dolls.
That's fucked up.
Good.
It's not fun if they're not fighting. That sounded awful. I'll be quiet now.
As well as a short video in memory of nothing of value that was actually lost. So we have Bookkeeper against Team Vicious Cat. Will Mystery be defeated by Fangs and Claws? Blue and her pack emerge from the south as Bookkeeper steps out from the north. Bookkeeper looks out at the roaring crowd around him, then to the Kavats prowling around him. Other than show force, however, he takes a seat. The crowd seems confused, to say the least, as do the Kavats. But as Bookkeeper is sitting there, he holds out a hand, a perfect white and gold hand of metal and plastic. And after a moment of hesitation, one of Blue's pack cautiously approaches. He pets her. The rest of the colony soon begin to sit around Bookkeeper, who shows them nothing but gentle affection. One sits on his lap. He drops down onto his back. Another sits on his chest. And after several minutes, Kella just says, I think this is a win? For someone? I mean, Blue's pack is definitely pinning Bookkeeper. A positively adorable win for Team Vicious Cats!
It is adorable, that's for sure.
And the crowd goes wild because that's adorable.
Really? The crowd who's been loving death and destruction this whole time goes wild because there's some kitty cat pets. I love this crowd. I am this crowd. This crowd is all me.
We want nothing but wall-to-wall violence and cute cats.
Yes.
It's like fucking Twitter.
Well, that was it for the end of round 1. Now, to close off our show, we'll have a memory for Guys and Dolls, a gag reel of their inevitable demise, and I think we're just going to end it off here with a video of some kittens, because you guys really seem to enjoy it. And the crowd just fucking goes crazy.
Yeah!
Kirei doesn't say anything, but the expression on her eyes is, I want a kitty.
and so you get a hilarious video about a hilarious intro bit for the Guys and Dolls when they were dying, but put over to silly Benny Hill music.
Okay, now wait. I understand that this is the far future and musical theater has probably been lost to time, but these guys are named Guys and Dolls. They have to have at least one song from the musical. How can Benny Hill survive? And not the actual music of Guys.
There is no justice in this universe.
Are you really going to ask why musicals haven't survived, but the Grenier is still appreciate wacky chase music?
Luck be a lady. That's all I'll say.
And then it ends with Kavat kittens, in a Kavat kittens in a small wrestling ring, and they're pouncing on each other and purring and rolling around and just being adorable.
I was gonna just look at that and go, "That's fucked up."
What is?
Just juxtapose it. That is some Clockwork Orange bullshit right there. You know what? He's just gonna dive into the fridge, pull out 2 large bottles of whatever the Grenier equivalent of champagne is, and go, "Right, I'm in a bath." Fires a cork out.
Screw it, me too. I'm taking one. I'm gonna try this. If you go in, you find that it is basically it is a highly oxidized water. So not only do you float in it easily, but you can breathe it.
Oh my god, are we about to do some shit from the goddamn abyss? Where you're breathing in a fluid.
This is some Evangelion shit.
Yeah.
I
Basically.
I will point out, in a cryo tank, that's fine. In a bath, where you're normally stewing in your own filth, I don't want to be breathing that shit.
It's
Well,
filtered. It's filtered. You're
Like
fine.
that's basically what you like when you go in, you find that it's basically like it's a vertical tube that you just kind of float in. You just float vertically in. It is filtered, and so like the water that you're in is constantly being filtered out with new water.
In which case, Jan is just calmly floating there, thumb over the neck of his bottle of his bottle, just occasionally quickly jamming it to his face and sucking some down, then back down.
And it's like it's very like nice lukewarm water. It's like super fucking relaxing.
Yeah.
Colin essentially falls asleep in his.
I'm not totally sure if that's a great idea, but okay.
I mean, you can breathe it, so
Yeah.
he starts floating in it, and then
Makes little running motions.
like lowers himself so he can like try meditating underwater, and then finds that is so fucking relaxing that he is eventually asleep.
We just kind of distant.
Yeah.
Distant underwater snoring.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'm just gonna freshen himself up and eventually release himself.
Colin's gonna be in there until he wakes up.
You have to at the very least just walk over, quickly check he is still breathing.
Yeah,
Like,
no, he's good.
He's right.
You wouldn't be able to hear the snoring if he wasn't.
This is true. I mean,
he's good. It's just like basically this like from what you found, like this bath could function as a bed. Like you could just sleep in here. It's essentially it's that relaxing that you could spend your night sleeping in there and come out basically cleaner than you've ever been in your life.
Guys, we found it. We finally found it. It's the bed bath and beyond. I'm gonna go back in the tube. I'm so sorry. This is what I deserve. Nah, Jan's gonna chill out in a towel.
When you get out, Kirei's gone. With Loki.
Huh. Did Kirei say where she was going?
No.
Okay. There's just vanishing by herself is not an amazing sign.
I mean, I've been walking around by myself. Just
Well,
taking the sights.
I suppose. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
She can take care of herself. It's fine.
I know. Do you want to take a spin in the tube of? I want to say doom, but it's not doom. Tube of relaxingness.
I mean, when you sell it to me like that, how could I say no?
It's good. Like Colin's fallen asleep in it.
I don't know how. I don't know what that means.
As in, it's relaxing. It's like. Have you? No, you just had showers, haven't you? Can you? Have you had a bath before?
I'm trying to decide if I should be offended by your line of questioning.
You know what I mean. Like, showers are fine, they do the job, and it's not the same as soaking and relaxing and just letting it all just melt.
I mean, maybe? Probably. Not one that I can't really bring up any time right now in my life, but I'm sure at least once.
I'm just saying. We have got possibly the most expensive hotel suite, if not in the known galaxy, then definitely in the known quadrant. You might as well make use of the facilities.
Fine. Fine. It would be nice to feel clean anyway.
Well, I mean, insofar as you can when you're fighting people to the death every day, but apart from that,
Do you think you can keep an eye on motions?
the goddamn cavalcade of assholes we've got here.
I love all of them.
I do too.
Titania is currently browsing what room service there is.
Oh no. No! Leaps laterally across the room.
Yeah, you have fun with that. Bye.
God damn it.
You're the one that told me to do this.
What is it?
No, I guess it's like-
How is a fondue that much? Bullshit.
I guess it's worth noting for Yanto and now MT, since when Colin and Yanto went in there, I assumed they went nude. At least Colin did. He wasn't gonna bathe in his clothes. You guys have pristine bodies. Like, you don't have a lot of marks on you. Colin, dozens of scars on his body. Because I don't think you guys have ever seen him naked before.
I mean, it's to be expected. He's been fighting out of a Warframe for how long?
Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, what you already knew, he's very well muscled. Just a strong-looking, fairly handsome dude, just with a lot of scars.
We get it. He's hot. I am okay with this.
So, where did Kirei go? Zach?
Kirei, sorry, I was finishing typing. Kirei went to find Bookkeeper. She wants to catch Bookkeeper in case he is going to leave following his quote unquote defeat. Hello.
Okay, so you're gonna go meet with Bookkeeper. So yeah, he's down in the commons, getting all of his. He's going to his room and getting his stuff. He is flanked by Blue and her colony.
I'm glad I got to catch you before you left.
Oh, hello. I'm glad you were able to catch me before I left as well.
I'm also glad you managed to resolve your fight non-violently.
Yes, I had no desire to do Blue or her Blue or her colony any harm.
There's something I wish to ask of you, and I did not wish to ask in front of MT when she was reeling from her memories.
Yes?
You are a rogue, aren't you?
That I am.
May I ask what the... I am curious what the overall goals, or I suppose philosophy is, of the rogues. Kaite and Ariane were in little... Ariane was in no condition to have a thorough discussion, and Kaite was uninterested. And the general was mostly talking in grand metaphor.
Yes, he does have a tendency to do that. With him, most of what he says should be treated much lighter compared to what he does. His actions speak louder for him.
Indeed. He is quite powerful.
Indeed. You wish to know of our philosophy and our goal?
Hmm.
It is the same as it was before. We only wish to be free. We only ever wished to be free. It was the galaxy and the powers within. It was the solar system and the powers within that sought to constrain us. We saw through Nata's treachery. We refused her guidance. The Orokin hunted us, nearly killed us all. And now the Grineer hunt us, as do the Corpus. And in time, perhaps even our fellow Tenno. I hope it does not come to that. I do not wish to fight my former friends.
It is an outcome I am trying to avoid. But we have already fought with 3 of your members.
I am aware. I am pleased that you did not that you decided not to fight me, following their influence. I am aware that they can be somewhat abrasive. What the Orokin did to them.
I can imagine.
He's quiet for a long moment. And then just says, I apologize.
Why?
I am still unused to expressing emotion in this form. I do not have the muscles in a body, nor the brightness of a cephalon's form to emphasize rage or sadness or despair or joy.
Sometimes having a body does not help in that regard. But that is neither here nor there. You wish to be free, but the way the general spoke, seem to believe that the only way to be free was to effectively destroy all the other factions in the solar system.
Indeed.
Is that truly the only way to be free? I would consider myself free.
I am at a loss of how to... Because I do not want to insult you by passing judgment on your opinions. Because your opinions are entirely valid. Even if they are misguided.
How so?
You are not free. The Lotus guides you, commands you. And even if you were to deny this, the system commands you. Your obligations to it. The constant political push and pull of each of these factions. So long as they are in power, so long as they have more power than you will never be free. They will always drag you in. They will always, somehow, find a way to get to you. Use you. You'll be a puppet. We will always be puppets. Until we are the strongest things in the solar system. We are more than human. We should not be pushed, pulled, blackmailed, and commanded as if we were humans. Does this clarify anything?
It does. Unfortunately, it does. I know I am unlikely to convince you, but I do wish to relay something, because I believe at least you will be more receptive than any of the others we have encountered to this message. It was we who were not rogues beforehand who brought about the fall of the Orican Empire. It was we who created the situation we are currently in. And I feel as though you and the other rogues are on a path to making the same mistake when you are blinded to because you did not go through what we did. If you believe the only answers are to destroy the rest of the solar system, destroy the major factions within, then one of two things will happen. New factions will rise to take their place. Or you will indeed seize control and become no better than the Orican before you.
I will relay the message.
She will give a Tenno-style bow to him. I wish you well.
Turns it.
I wish you well, bookkeeper. Though, and I am sure you are aware of this, I am afraid what your answers have clarified for me is that we will come into conflict, and I will fight to stop the general's plan.
I am not surprised, but I am disappointed that we will come into conflict. That being said, despite this, I will keep your secret.
What secret do you mean?
Well, I apologize. Perhaps I overanalyzed. Unfortunately, that is part of my being now.
I have very few secrets. Though, if you refer to a secret that would be so even from me, then perhaps...
I did not know if you would remember. I do not think you would forget. You, of course, remember the drums.
Yes. But I do not understand. You would not have, as a rogue, you would have not have been at the feast, at the fall of the Orokin.
No. But the drums did play during the Orokin's final assault upon us.
So it is true.
The general does not know who truly piloted Octavia. I will not tell him.
What did he say?
He said, the general does not know who truly piloted Octavia. I will not tell him.
It will come out, I imagine. Sooner or later. All secrets do.
Know that when it does, he will hunt you to the ends of the solar system. I will not contribute to his revenge. Farewell, Kirei.
Farewell, David. Yeah. She will she will turn and leave. Well, that seems like a good dramatic way to end the session if there was nothing else.
Yeah, holy shit.
If there is nothing else, that is where we're going to end it here.
Oh.
Ooh, I had a feeling that there was something like that. Though it all makes sense. You kept having people bring up to Kirei the sound of the drums.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So what do you guys think?
It was really good.
Really good. I must also say, sorry, John, because John has been shouting at me in both Discord and Skype about what's been going on.
What's he shouting about?
Well, we had ... what? And then we had God damn it.
You just sent me a message saying good reveal. Thanks, John.
Oh, is he listening like currently?
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah,
one listener.
yeah.
It's John, one viewer.
Oh, like live. Oh, I thought he
Yeah.
listened like after the fact. Oh, that's weird.
Hi, John. You're the best. I love you.
I hope that reveal was worth me giving up the chance to have Kirei join Yanto in the bath.
It's fine. Progress the plot for Christ's sake.
And the plot thickens.
It does.
Yeah. From what Bookkeeper was suggesting, you were instrumental in both.
Is that a pun? Is that a pun? Is that a pun? Yeah, is that a pun?
What?
Tomato.
You were involved with both the. Well, we know that you were.
Kirei freely admitted that she was involved in the takedown of the Orokin.
Yeah, but from what Bookkeeper was suggesting, you were also involved with the takedown of the rogues.
Indeed.
Man, you had a busy couple of years.
I cannot express, like, it only came up the one time so far, but I don't think I can express enough just how much Kirei hates the Orokin. Like, to the point she sometimes wishes that there were some still around so that she could kill them all over again.
Healthy. Extremely
in the
healthy.
most painful ways imaginable.
The closest thing you have to a surviving Orokin is Teshin Dax, and he was a slave.
Yes, no, she does not. Obviously, she looks up to Teshin. She does not blame Teshin.
Yeah. He was a slave to the Orokin, just like you.
Yes.
But he is the closest thing you have to a living Orokin.
Well, this has given Kirei much to think about. She had always suspected that the Orokin may have used her to fight the rogues, given her condition.
Mm-hmm.
She did not realize that she played such a pivotal role in the final assault. That's going to be unfortunate, isn't it?
A little bit.
So it's going to be pretty dramatic if Kirei ever reacquires Octavia, huh?
Like, incredibly so.
Here come the drums, baby, baby, baby. I'll go.
I don't think it's possible to convey the depth of hatred you would receive
From
the general if you reacquired.
Yeah. I suppose the general will not accept extenuating circumstances as an excuse.
I don't think you have a hope there.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, we were expecting this at some point, that we were going to hit the point where we could no longer dance around the rogues kind of being okay dudes. Apart from, like, either massively damaged or have an alternate philosophy. Now it's like, oh, okay, the general's actually going to come and try and fucking murder us. Awesome.
Well, if he finds out what Warframe Kirei used to pilot. He does not know who piloted. He does not currently know who piloted Octavia back then.
Yes.
I assume none of the rogues do, because none of them have seemed to be particularly upset with her.
Everyone just got secrets and secrets and secrets.
Bookkeeper is a cephalon. Like
He can tell.
he can get these things. He can get this information.
Well, here's
but
the thing.
he actively isn't giving it to the general.
Yeah, the general. Here's the thing, and this will probably come up in character later, but I will state this for clarity now. And it is okay to still, if this comes out before it's explained, to be potentially mad at Kirei. Kirei would not have remembered or been in control of herself when that happened.
Of course.
But yeah, that's not necessarily the greatest excuse ever. So,
Glad you guys had fun. What did you think of the fight with the wall?
It's a lot of fun.
That was good. I almost want to just like as a very small addendum, just send like a get well soon card to the wall.
You can if you want, yeah.
Send them some flowers.
Also,
like, sorry, had to make it look good. X.
Kirei will probably apologize. Might have to end up apologizing to Yanto.
For what precisely?
They spared the wall. There is no chance in hell Kirei is going to spare the whatever the fuck they are.
The territorials.
The
Territorials. Yeah, they're going to die. They are absolutely going to die.
I'm sure they wouldn't actually have it any other way.
Why do you say that, Zach? Why would you choose not to spare the territorials?
Because in a tournament where we have rogues, a extremely dangerous Tenno just calling himself a weapon, and Grenier bombards and animal trainers and all this other shit, they are still the worst people here. And yes,
by worse,
even worse than guys and dolls, though not by as much as you probably would think.
Which, by the way,
I was going to say, like, do you mean awful?
I want to say there are a lot of really strong dramatic moments in this game, and I really appreciated it and I loved it. But for like half the game, I've been listening to Guys and Dolls soundtrack. Which kind of undercuts it a little bit.
Oh, god damn it.
What experience, everybody, by the way?
What is that?
Sorry?
What experience, everybody?
Oh, thanks.
Woo.
So we say, man, we should have, boy, it's going to be bad if the general finds out who Kirei really is.
Mhm.
I mean, let's be honest. Is there actually a non-zero chance of avoiding that? Realistically.
Well, we'll find out.
Someone else is going to figure it out at some point, and then
I think the worst person to find out about that is MT.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I don't know
doesn't-
what that means yet.
MT doesn't know what happened, but if
Yeah,
that
it would be
triggers
the
a
worst for
memory
me-
in her,
It would be the worst for me to find out and then have that like trigger a serious memory to make me
no.
hate you.
you know what I realize? There's one other person who might actually know.
Who's that?
The way he talked, I think Kaite actually knows too. It's possible. It could be he's just referring to the Zaramon 10-0, but he specifically referenced how powerful Kirei used to be. So I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. He is sort of a rogue even among the rogues, so you never really know.
The roguest rogue.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to end the recording here.
All right.
All right.
That's it.